All right, guys, this is our 5th video of our 6-video series of the Kryptek lineup, and today we're going to be talking to you about our rain gear and the Yeti overwhites. The rain gear we've been running now for the last 3 seasons, and the Yetis we've been running for a season. We definitely know a little bit more about the rain gear because we've used it so long now. It's not really an item that we like to use, but when we have to use it, it does work and it holds up great. I was on a hunt in Newfoundland a couple years ago, and all I can say is this stuff absolutely performs. It rained for like 6 days straight. Our hunt would have been miserable without this stuff, and it really kept us dry. It was pretty amazing how well it did. With any rain gear, you want it to be lightweight and you want it to work. And Kryptek's Poseidon rain gear is that. It does work and it's super lightweight. What we're typically looking at when we go on these hunts, and we're looking at the weather, and if it's going to be, there's a 40 to 50% chance of rain, these items are definitely making it in our pack because we can't afford to get wet. It's not like we can just walk a few miles out, dry out at a camp, and then come back. I mean, we're 8 to 10 miles in, and what we have is on our back. So if any of our gear gets wet, it's going to could possibly ruin our hunt. So we take the rain gear very serious, and I don't really know all the technicalities of how all the laminated press works and all the procedures that they do, the DWR and whatnot in the process of making these pants and these tops. But all I can say is through my experience and our team's experience, this stuff really works. You'll see instantly when you put it on and you're walking and it's absolute rain, the rain's coming down, the water droplets are just going to be pouring off you. Like, it does not soak in. And the best thing about it is it's so lightweight. I mean, there's nothing to these. So if you do have to pack them, it's not a big deal. They are a very simplistic design. We'll get right into the pants. They do have kind of a waistband on the top there. You can there's a buckle and also a button, main zipper there on your crotch. And then on the actual pant, you've got the snap on the bottom, which is going to keep that zipper from running up your boot if it ever comes undone. And then so with that long zip, I'll show you guys. That long zip is going to make it to where you can keep your hunting boot on, keep it super easy to get in and out of. These are items that you're walking, you're hunting, and all of a sudden it just starts pouring rain. You need to be able to put this rain gear on fast. So having that feature, that long zip where it opens up all the way, and then be able to close it up, snap the button, and then continue on your hunt is huge. There are no pockets on the pants, and they did that basically the less seams that you have on a rain gear piece, the less chance of any leaking. Their main zippers are laminated like a laminated weld, so that zipper is gonna stay super dry for you. There's really not too much to say about the pants. I mean, you can see how well they've held up over 3 years. They've done great, and we take them through brush, sagebrush. I mean, if it's raining, these are on. We'll get to the coat. Of course, rain gear definitely has to have a hood. What's nice about Kryptek's hood is they have a bill, which will definitely repel water off, so you don't have it running down your face, which is really nice. There are some drawstrings here, so you can really suck your face. You can take all that extra cold and wind and rain out of that by cinching it up. Main zipper runs all the way down, a laminated zipper just like the pants. There are no pockets on the Poseidon. New for Kryptek this last year is the Poseidon 2, which they do offer pockets, which can definitely make this piece better because you no longer have to reach up underneath your coat or unzip your rain gear pants to keep your hands warm. It's one of the only downfalls to this original Poseidon coat. Very simple. Throw it on for you guys and just show you. It's got an elastic band down here, so your gloves You can basically tuck that underneath. Your gloves will go over the elastic, and then your fabric runs right over the top of it. This is definitely a very friendly piece to be shooting, your bow out of. Rifles, especially archery, though, you don't have that big bulky mess, so you're not going to have any slap when you go to shoot. Overall, if I had to rate, Kryptek's rain gear, I would definitely give it a 10. I don't know what more they could improve with it. I mean, it does not leak, and that is by far the most important thing. Definitely, they got the science down on the DWR and the waterproofing system. All right, so moving on to our last item is the Yeti Overwhites. It's an item that we've only used on a couple hunts. It definitely looks great on film, and it's an item that you're definitely going to use when there's just a lot of snow. I'd say if it's like 75% more snow than actual browns and dirt and whatnot, then I would go to these items. Just like the rain gear, the puffy coat, there is a hood on them, main zipper that runs all the way down. These are an item that you're going to have all your layers on. So you're going to have your puffy coat, possibly even a rain gear. So they did a lot of time in the design to come up with a lot of venting with these pieces. So you can basically open them up, close them however you need. There's elastic on the wrists, so you don't get any cold air in. It is a little bit louder of a material. It's not necessarily an item that I would do a lot of spot and stock in, but it's great for migration trails, late archery deer, anything like that where you're doing a lot of sitting and you're just covering up. Drawstrings on the bottom, drawstrings on the hood. Really pretty simple item, super lightweight. Moving to the pants. You can see here, reinforced knees. They do have a zipper that runs just like the rain gear pants all the way down the side, so they're easy to get in and out of. Elastic band, super stretchy. You do have a lot of buttons here on the side, which makes it really easy to slip over and get right into. So you can see how big they get, so it's really easy to get in and out of. What we really like about the Yeti too is it also has a breakup. It's not just all white. If you look at snow, it's not just pure white. So there's a lot of breakup in different shadows, and that's where this pattern really excels. Throughout the pants, the coats, and even the gaiter that I'm about to get to. One thing about the pants, they run a little bit short, so they send, when you buy the Yeti set, they send these gaiters. They're a lightweight gaiter. They're not nearly as strong as their Petra, but they do have a string here on the bottom which is going to suck underneath your boot, and then the drawstrings on your calf to suck them up tight. They got a zipper that runs the full length. But we really haven't ran these too much. These are just some of the items that we're going to continue to wear, when it's going to snow. There's so much scientific stuff that goes into these pants and their seams and how they're stitched and everything, and you honestly can't break them down, and how they even do that process is kind of over our heads. But all we can say is, from using these the last 3 years, they've really performed well and really haven't got wet. You'd have to go swimming in them to see if they're going to leak on you, because they haven't got wet in the mountains at all. So we're really happy with the way they performed, and even with the Yetis, only using them a season. So if you guys have any questions, once again, contact us, look us up on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and thanks for watching.